It hurts my soul.
A VHS player?
Well, yeah, because, you know, DVD player, MP3 player. Yeah, because they're not, they don't, you know, they weren't there. They weren't there.
They weren't there.
I'm like, you mean a VCR?
Oh my God.
I remember getting like those old promo videos for like games that were coming out on like on a VHS, like Donkey Kong Country. I remember watching that one like a million times, being super pumped for it.
That's great.
It's so funny thinking back to that. Because, you know, they couldn't just put the promo up on YouTube. There was no trailer. You had to, like, get a VHS tape.
And then I think, you know, like, I remember I used to record Smash matches on a blank VHS. So I had a TV with a VCR combo.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you just record the match right on there.
And, oh, Isaiah, yeah, he wants to win here. Busting out the Kirby. I mean, either one of these guys definitely has a shot against Alvin if they move on. Alvin historically has had a little bit of trouble with the Yoshi players. And Isaiah, I mean, he could do anything. You know, you never know.
You never know. And Isaiah did get sent to losers by Alvin, but it was close.
Yeah, again, Isaiah had a handle on the Pika Ditto, but he was struggling with Alvin's Falcon against this Pika. But we know he has a whole cast of characters he could pull out.
There's other counters for that. He likes Jigglypuff.
He could go Jigglypuff.
You know, we saw him do that against Jaime.
But against these Yoshis, the Isaiah Kirby's coming out. It is a menace. I mean, the things he did to Wizrobe, like last SmashCon when they played and he went Kirby, it was rough.
Oh, wow. And he's definitely playing a lot more patient. Like Isaiah's keeping that top flat. You know, he's really trying to control that.
Just gets a single hit there, not able to follow up.
Oh, and Prince is almost able to get there in time for Isaiah's tech in place with that DJC fair.
But it's so tough. Again, the tech in place, only 2 frames of vulnerability before you can shield or anything, so it's so much harder to chase. But these guys are good. They hit those 2-frame windows.
Yeah, yeah. He was close. He was close.
And usually in this matchup, this is what Isaiah will do. He's content to, you know, hang out on top flat. Because Yoshi has a really hard time dealing with that. Just doesn't have a lot of options. You can, like, try armoring through something, but if Isaiah's using down airs, it's not really going to work.
I mean, at some point, somebody's got to approach somebody, though, so.
I mean, you think. So close there.
Yeah, and Isaiah's not able to get an edge guard or break armor. Oh, that was nice. He used the down tilt after that air.
So really quick, too.
Yeah, very quick. And he's got really good reaction time. We've always known that.
Yeah, and you almost have to buffer that, right? He did the fastball in there, but you're already holding down for the down tilt.
Right.
Because if you tried doing that, you know, all in one motion, you'd probably come out with a down smash.
Yeah.
It's really hard to have that kind of stick control.
Oh, great DI from Prince to get off of that top flat where Isaiah wouldn't be able to follow up.
Oh, just flying across the stage there. Switching from one side to the other. Isaiah trying to get back to the top flat where he's most happy in this matchup.
Yeah, Prince content to control it a little bit too, but see Isaiah back up there.
And I mean, Yoshi can threaten there from the side to the top using back air. Tries to parry, but Isaiah had the down air, so the multi-hit not letting that happen.
Yeah, and Isaiah looking down airing Prince once he's up in the air as well, kind of just trying to tack on more damage instead of just pushing Prince off the stage because he knows that Prince is going to be able to armor through something. So he won't be able to get
Kirby doesn't have a ton of options for breaking the armor, you know, like a recovery or something, so you just want to rack up that damage.
Oh, the down tilt.
It's a pretty good fake out. It almost looked like Isaiah was, you know, it's like going back to top flat like he always does, and he was like, nope, fastball, run in. Gets Prince off stage and now up 2 stocks. Well, he must have heard me. Only 1 stock now.
Yeah.
Funny, he took his time there on the respawn platform. Oh, yeah, he didn't want that. He didn't want that. Shaking his head.
And Prince again trying to DI out of these down airs and make Isaiah have to chase him.
Down tilt? No, up tilt. Okay.
So now, though, Prince had a percentage where the armor may not be able to help him.
That's Yoshi's, man.
Oh, that
you can't plat drop onto him. They just up tilt you, but wasn't able to convert off of it, and Isai takes the stock there.
Yeah, Isai did a nice plat drop and then a double jump there to avoid taking the hit and hitting Prince.
And it really just feels like no one's taking Isai in this matchup. The times we've seen him bust out the Kirby against Yoshi's, especially here at SmashCon, it always feels like they just can't do anything. He just hangs out on that top plat, racks up damage. It can be so frustrating.
Yeah, I spoke with Wizzy earlier, who was talking about this matchup and just saying how hard it was that it would. I mean, he only plays Yoshi, so he doesn't have a counter pick. And I guess Prince similarly is a Yoshi main, so.
And like obviously he can control the cast. We've seen what he did Thursday night, but in tournament he only plays Yoshi.
Yeah, so you're kind of forced to get good at the matchups that seem tough, seem otherwise seem impossible, are tough.
And we've been talking about Isai on the top plat here. And up air.
Oh, nice. He's just able to avoid those.
See, if he had gotten that, if he had landed that and not ended up on stage, that would have been game.
Right.
He can just fall down, take the stock, and that's it. But he just landed on stage. So close.
Oh, Prince is able to jump away from that down air.
And when it's important to remember, when Yoshi throws out that egg against recovery, you're like, oh, I'll just hit it. But if you use a multi-hit, it doesn't work. If you got Kirby fair, you're still getting hit by it. But Isai was able to just dodge it anyway and grab ledge. But here we go, last stock with Isai and Prince. It's been quite the game one. Didn't even realize we were down to a minute and a half left.
Yeah, they're both playing very cautiously on this last stock too.
Now Prince controlling the top plat, taking it away from Isai, and that's huge because if he can force Isai to go lower, that's where some of these Yoshi combos can come in. These horizontal combos, carry him all the way to the ledge, get him off stage.
Right, or he was forcing Isai to try to use a lot of jumps.
But he had to bail out. Prince taking it back.
Yeah, this game is really tight. Oh, and a trade, there's no jump. I didn't think, okay.
Sheer Madness is so happy to see these neutral Bs in neutral.
Oh, and he's able to DJC out of that up tilt.
Oh, it's so close here, 35 seconds. Isai, huge percent lead.
No jump, but he's able to grab the edge.
25 seconds to go.
But Kirby's light.
And he's not light enough for an up air to take it yet. If Prince can tack on a little bit more damage, it'll work. But 15 seconds here, he did not have a jump.
No jump. Yep.
I mean, Prince had to approach at that point. We're approaching. We're getting close to 10 seconds left. He's down like 40%. He had to do something.
Yeah, which is good for Kirby in that scenario because they were both playing that last stock very patiently. And even though Kirby had a percentage lead, Kirby having a percentage lead means that if the time runs out, Kirby wins. But a percentage lead for Kirby there for a lighter character, that was a very close last stock.
Right, because again, if Prince lands another hit, then Kirby's almost in territory where up air will take a stock, especially off the top plat. So it wasn't nearly as safe for Isai as it looked. But right back to it.
But that was probably a lot closer than we may have thought it in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that's
goes to show you that this isn't a matchup that Prince can't handle.
No, that's better than almost any Yoshi we've seen against Isaiah's Kirby. And I think a lot of it was his willingness to kind of pressure him from the side like this, instead of trying to approach from underneath the top platform where Yoshi doesn't have a lot of options.
Yeah. So also managing to be a bit tricky with his DI, like getting off of the top flat during down airs and things. Oh, wow.
And you think, like, there just wasn't enough time there for Prince to be able to land that flat drop down air and then follow it up with an up smash without a shield coming out. Now, if Isai tried doing something like jumping or flat dropping, it would have hit him.
Yes.
But holding shield actually is best option. Not something you see very much in this.
Isai using a back throw. Nice egg recovery from Prince.
The egg actually caught him after missing the edge guard. Huge turnaround from Prince, being off stage like that, Isai missing the edge guard and then getting edge guarded himself. And now Prince up a stock. Weak lead here, 133%. Almost any strong hit will do it.
Isaiah's been using a lot of these down airs to tack on percentage.
I was just about to say back air is stale, so it might not break armor, but a weak one, definitely one.
No, but Isaiah very heads up to make sure he didn't get down aired off stage there and lose that stock.
And heads up from Prince to go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I always love seeing players go for those options. They know they're not making it back. It's like, I'll take you with me.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just saw Alvin, end the set with that recovering down air.
Yeah, that's right. He won that set on it.
Now, Kirby also not great at approaching from underneath the top flat because he doesn't have any moves that reach up, and that's why Kirby doesn't want to be on the ground. You know, a straight nair can lead into that horizontal combo and easy spike from Prince.
Nice nair after the shield push off.
Prince just battling for this top platform, not content to let Isai have it.
Yeah, and you see it. Okay, so there, Isai, once again, we see him going for these down airs, and Prince doing a really good job of DIing away from that top plat and not onto the side plats either, but through between both plats to land a tech to the middle of Dreamland so that Isai has a harder time following up.
Isai finally putting himself in a position to have an easy edge guard. Oh, no.
And that is huge. Prince was going for that F air, and Isai turns it around and takes another quick stop.
I mean, that's a tough one. Prince, such low percent, losing his double jump off stage like that.
All right, let's see how Isai opts for here. Oh, nice. He puts out that nair.
These horizontal combos, but Isai Texan plays too far away. Prince couldn't reach him.
When Yoshi's cover side plat tech options with that DJC, it just looks so pretty the way they sweep across that plat, put those hitboxes out.
And it does let them cover so much ground. I was talking about how Kirby has such a hard time approaching from underneath the top plat. Great option from Prince, just calling out Isaiah's movement there. And, you know, again, Kirby, he doesn't have a move that reaches high above him. So
yeah,
throwing that down B out there can obviously be a great option.
And now, just like last game, we're at a last stock. Again, Isai percentage lead, but it's still anybody's game because it's at one stock apiece, and we know how quick you can take a stock in this game.
And Isai definitely wants that top plat back because he wants to avoid an easy horizontal combo. The push off nair, not able to take Prince out. Isai, you know, he's not just content to like hang out down there with his 100% lead. He's like, I want my platform back.
He connects with the down air and F smash.
Just clips him.
That range on that F smash moves Kirby so far. He's just able to get him with the tip of the toe.
The tippy toes.
Tip of the toe. And Isai goes up 2 games to none on Prince.
Now, are those Kirby's shoes or his feet?
Oh,
it's one of the great mysteries of the world, man.
I don't think I want to see his toes, so let's say they're his feet.
It's like, I'll go back up here. Pivot up tilt from Isai to catch the jump in from Prince.
Oh,
reverse back air, not enough range on the nair to connect. Could have been some good DI from Prince to avoid it.
Isai looking movement looking good.
Again with this. Dude, my voice can't handle it. I'm losing it. Sound like a little kid.
Oh, wow. And the shield was looking weak there.
Yeah, and you know, Prince probably going for like a flat trap nair or something, so he does get hit as opposed to getting his shield broken.
And Isaiah's putting out those forward airs, using those forward airs nicely too. Prince has to be careful that losing a quick stock last game was really big. And he's playing most of these stocks so well. Up smash. Yeah, and he wants to keep tacking.
Oh, but he landed onto the side plat instead of the stage. Yeah, too much.
Oh, the nair just gets the egg, and then the weak part of it hits Yoshi. Now Isaiah's throwing out the powerful aerials, having Yoshi at over 150%.
Prince's movement along these platforms is just so smooth. You remember, you know, he's been doing this stuff for his combo videos and everything for decades.
And Isaiah gets the back air. I guess Prince went for the down B, it looked like.
That's Kirby's best option to combat the Yoshi down B. The back air, it's a phenomenal hitbox. It actually covers above Kirby.
Yeah. His shoes are bigger than they look.
Ban Kirby back. It's so good. Oh
no.
Prince with the fear. Isaiah up 4, stocks to 1. Prince tournament stock here. After looking so good in the first 2 games.
Oh, and Isaiah with the reverse forward air up tilt. Wow, and that is gonna do it.
With
Isaiah.
a 4 stock.
3-0 over Prince. Isaiah is going to get his rematch against Alvin.
All right, I'm here for it.
I'm looking forward to that.
But really, what a game 3 from Isaiah. I mean, you had the almost timeout in game 1, and then another nail biter in game 2.
Yeah,
game 3 with a 4 stock.
And Prince in game 2 had that one stock that was just Isaiah just took it so quick. It looked like Prince went off stage trying to land an F air, maybe take
Yeah, maybe he accidentally hit jump or something.
Yeah, and then of course in game 3 it was just all Isaiah there.
Yeah, and it was like over before you knew it.
Yeah. Isaiah did a really good job with those down airs and those forward airs, mixing those up. And obviously, the name of that set was controlling that top platform too.
But I mean, congratulations to Prince, right? His first top 8 starts on the winner's side. Gets he's in losers quarters.
Yeah, some really big wins for him. I mean, over Kirby, over and of course over the other Yoshi, over Wizrobe as well.
Right. I mean, dude's a beast.
Of course, and then
been doing it forever.
The combo contest as well. The Prince of combos.
We were like, wait, are we gonna have 2 Smash Guns in a row where one guy won singles and combo contest? Like we had Prince on winner's side. We were like, it could happen.
Yeah.
But not able to pull it off against Kirby and Isaiah. But again, congratulations to Prince and our other losers quarters competitor Wario. But before we get to the next losers match, we are going to see winners finals.
Yeah, and we have Nax and Kirby.
Nax and Kirby, and we'll probably see Kirby Yoshi. It looks like